EA Sports. A lot of people had this game circled this week. Two of the best teams so far squaring off here in Week 5. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They've got a man in motion.
Track 60. 7-5.
They'll throw first play here with Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. So 2nd down coming up. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense up to the line fast.
It's 4th down.
4th down, here's Daniels. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. He beams one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Daniels now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's Gets a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Oh, he put everything he had into that. He's got it inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Black Knights cut it to a low point on the scoreboard. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sends it through. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Man in motion here. First down throwing for Hurts. He's going to push one deep down the right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's looking deep once again. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Now after reeling in the deep shot, though, he looks to be in some pain. Must have been banged up somewhere along that play. We're going to take a pause as he gets worked on. Putting a receiver in motion. On first down, Hurts. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Give now to the running back. And he does not make it out of the end zone. Just couldn't find his way across. They contain him for the safety. So they give away the lead on the safety, and now they're going to have to give away the football with a free kick. Hauls in this punt at the 8. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They're out and set. First and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... Brought in inside the 20. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow their early lead to 8. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push the lead to 2 scores now. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's on the move. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Working quickly here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Third and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Completed to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, Daniels to the air. He finds Kincaid. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Daniels on 1st down. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Offense in the hurry-up here. Throwing it again here. Cut near the goal line. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here's a give up the middle. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Black Knights making a field goal game. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Black Knights cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Hurts now from the gun. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
He has the first over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hurts throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Hurts to throw. Throw left side, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Throwing here, Hurts. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense up to the line fast. On third down, it's Hurts. Diving, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness. Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Hurts. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. Looking way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Took his shot at 6 that time. And things look tougher now with third and long.
This is an excellent job, Kate, right here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Hurts setting up to throw. And once again, they can't connect.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that grows the lead to 5.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
They send a man in motion. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As as a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Daniels throwing on third. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Eagles will take possession. They've got first down from the 31. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. The play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Now Hurts on third and long. Setting up the running back screen. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throwing for Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
From the 25 on second down. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles push the lead up to 12. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. It's taken in by Sinnott.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 32. Gets him on the in route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage. at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Hits him on the out route. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Again, Daniels to the air. He finds Kincaid. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Tight end going in motion here. Daniels on first down. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so second down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, it's Daniels. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Slot man motioned over. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. He can't hang on to the pass. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Butker knocks it through. And the lead is back down to 9.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Motion man sent left. Simple dive up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll run here following the penalty. Cuts it right sideline, and there's Dela. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-ranked.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Here comes the Black Knights punt team. Got 46 on his first punch, and this one's pushing a little more distance. Has it at the 37. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. It is Kupp, left side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Caught by his back. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Eagles can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
17. Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Gets this to Kincaid. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down, here's Daniels. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. Buying some time right. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Motion man right is Smith. Hurts now on 4th. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Houston touchdown. Offense not going anywhere. They want to. He's throwing for it. Rolling left, buying some time. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Sidney Brown makes the play. And they aren't going to get there. He's pushed out of bounds, and the try for two does not work. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back gets the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This one misses the tight end. So they're left facing third and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Getting out to his left. Called in left side. And that will not be enough for a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On fourth down, Hurts. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Hurts throwing again. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 38. That's completed right side. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles put up even more points in a win. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Timeout taken by the Eagles. First. May still have two to work with in his final quarter. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's throwing deep to the left side. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it sets up second down. Out of the gun, Daniels. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Again, Daniels to the air. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. Desperation time here on fourth. Headed out right. Finds Kincaid. How about 19 yards on fourth down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third and short, Daniels. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
On third down, it's Hurts. He's got Smith. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Black Knights are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, it'll put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense up to the line fast.
Fourth down and goal.
And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Black Knights making the scoreboard look a touch better. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. This is cutting the end zone. Not a risk they needed to take with that lead, but hey, everything's working for them. Why not add another couple to that board? Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. A give now from the gun. Past midfield to the 45. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Hurts now from the gun. And that one is picked off, but wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Daniels on 1st down. He finds Kincaid. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. This one will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Oh, he fumbles it. They might give it right back. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's trying another one deep. He's got it deep downfield. 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown, the knee it out. Either way, this one's over.